So let's see that projectile motion. So it's a two-dimensional motion, first of all, 2D motion. Got it? And it's also a motion under gravity. Motion under gravity. We can connect it with some other force also, like electrostatic. When you talk about charged particle doing the same projectile, we can replace the gravity with was electrostatic force. So in that case also the same topic can be made. What is happening to the camera? Okay, let's see this. Now there is a body, there is a particle which we are throwing along the particular direction such that this velocity is making angle how much? Theta with the horizontal. So we are throwing a particle of mass m like this at angle what? Theta. So what this particle would do? So you can see that this particle would form a motion like this. So if I throw it something like this, it goes and comes down. But if I throw something like this, so it would go in that direction and come. Getting it? So that motion is called projectile motion. Now, let's see the important points of this projectile motion. I'm not able to move it. Okay, I think from here I would be able to move it. Okay. Now, if you talk about this velocity component, it has two velocities, horizontal velocity v cos theta, that is vx, or you can talk about initial, this is ux, and this is initial velocity y, that is v sine theta. Got it? Now we can analyze the motion of this projectile from the kinematics formula that we just saw. Okay, we are throwing it upward with what velocity? V sine theta, right? That velocity is responsible to take the projectile upward. So tell me how much time it would take to go up. So time would be velocity upward v sine theta by g, or we can write it as uy by g. Similarly, if I talk about time of flight going up and coming down by symmetry 2uy by g. Okay. Now, if you talk about how much high it would go, so high is given by this velocity square by 2g. So this velocity v square sine square theta by 2g, or that is uy square by 2g. Simple. It's nothing but motion under gravity because it is going up because of what force? Vertical force, vertical velocity. So that velocity is responsible to decide the time. That velocity is responsible to decide the height, h max. Now the third one is the range. Okay, how much horizontally it would move. Horizontally, how much distance it is moving, that is called what? Range of the projectile. Let's see that range formula. Okay, range. If you talk about range, which velocity is responsible for that? V cos theta. V cos theta. Distance equals to what? Speed into time in the horizontal direction. Projectile is combination of basically vertical and horizontal motions. Vertical motion is under gravity. Horizontal motion is uniform. Gravity is not acting in that direction. There is no acceleration along the horizontal. So horizontal motion is what? Uniform motion. Simply it is what? Uniform motion. And when the motion is uniform, distance, class 8 formula, tell me distance is given by what? Speed into time. Distance is given by speed into time. So speed into time. Time would be basically total time of flight. So v cos theta into 2v sine theta over g. So it would become v square sine 2 theta by g. Or we can remember that range is as 2 horizontal vertical velocity by g. Okay. Okay. So just remember these formulas. And one more formula will derive here, that is called equation of trajectory. Equation of trajectory. Okay, important questions are found on this one also. So equation of trajectory of projectile. Basically, equation of trajectory means like if the particle is moving in x and y axis, relation between x and y coordinate is called equation of trajectory. If the particle is moving in x, y, and z direction, then equation of trajectory is just the relation between x, y, and z. This is called equation of trajectory. Okay. So you might have heard of parametric forms of equation. So parametric form of equation will build for we will build this parametric form of equation for x and y. Okay. So we will build the parametric form. Let's see. If you talk about y coordinate, at general point of time t, I'm going to write y coordinate. So y coordinate is given by upward velocity is how much? V sine theta t. Velocity into time downward minus half g t square. This is the y coordinate, and x coordinate would be given by horizontal velocity, that is v cos theta into t. So these are called what? Parametric form of equation. So we know the relation x and we have the equation of x with respect to time. We have the equation of y with respect to time. We can connect and replace the time. We will get a relation between y versus x. And that is called our equation of trajectory. So tell me, time can be replaced by how much? So time would be x over v cos theta. Putting this time back in this equation y. So y equals to v sine theta into x by v cos theta minus half g times x square by v square cos square theta. So time equation would be y equals to x tan theta minus gx square by 2 v square cos square theta. Okay, this is called what? Equation of trajectory. One more important relation of this equation of trajectory is that we can replace it in terms of range. So minus. If you remember the formula of range was how much? Tell me. V square or 2v square sine theta cosine theta over g. This is our range. Now we need to convert it in that form. So g is there, no problem. X square divided by c. Is there, so 2. We have what? Here cos square theta. Okay. So cos square theta is there. And divide by we'll multiply and divide by sine theta. So sine theta here, sine theta here. Okay. Any problem? No problem. X tan theta minus. See, it is x square. Sine theta, 1 cos theta would make tan theta. Now, it is 2 v square is also there. So 2 v square sine theta and 1 cosine theta. So sine theta, cosine theta, sine cos, and this g would jump downward g. And that is basically what? Range. So tell me, y equals to how much? X tan theta minus x square tan theta by r. So simply y equals to how much? X tan theta common 1 minus x by r. Okay. So in projectile, basically these are the formulas that you have to remember. Time of flight, H max, range, equation of trajectory, and then we'll solve some questions on this one.